Call the meeting to order. Everyone please rise to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pledge first, please call roll.
Burgess.
Here.
Gordon. Here. Myers. Here. Plaska. Here. Washington.
Here.
Williams. Here.
All right, move to public comment. All questions or comments which are directed to the mayor. Speaker will be given 3 minutes to speak on a topic on the agenda only. Each speaker will be allowed one opportunity to speak. If there's anyone, please come to the mic. We will move on pretty quickly. No one's there?
Judy Katz here. I wanted to ask something about finance, and since you have finance on the agenda, is that an open door for me, or?
No.
Okay.
But text me after the meeting. I have no problem talking after the meeting. All right. In fact, talk to Mr. Mohan, make sure he makes himself available too if you have a question about finance. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right, seeing none, move to reports of officers, the mayor's report. I have quite a few things tonight for the mayor's report. We'll start with the collector's report. Collector's report for the month of January 2014. Property taxes, $52,109.82. Other taxes, $267,983.43. Licenses and permits, $2,953. Fees and services, $250,119.37. Grants, $17,103.42. Transfers, $13,106.76. Miscellaneous, $20,492.84 for a total of $623,868.64. That's for the month of January. Move to the month of February 2014. Property taxes, $537,890.82. Other taxes, $137,361.66. Licenses and permits, $4,227. Fees and services, $225,790.03. Grants, $3,282.33. Transfers, $382,941.87. Miscellaneous, $152,403.94 for a grand total of $1,443,897.65. That's for the month of February. For the month of March 2014, property taxes, $2,295,826.15. Other taxes, $246,539.02. Licenses and permits, $5,005. Fees and services, $281,344.18. Grants, $4,749.34. Miscellaneous, $372,224.06 for a grand total of $3,205,687.75. That's for March of 2014. And lastly, April 2014. Property taxes, $423,519.57. Other taxes, $216,898.39. Licenses and permits, $45,072.91. Fees and services, $202,501.33. Grants, $126,185.05. Transfers, $551,568.06. And miscellaneous, $221,010.76 for a grand total of $1,736,756.07. Those are collector's reports for January through April of this year. With that said, we move to, let's see here. Received in the mail this week from us again, just so the board knows that this year we got a certificate of sustainability for 2013, and Sauk Village for textiles. Let's see here, 33,049 pounds collected. On water saved, it was 46,268,600 gallons were saved. Landfill space, it was 189 cubic yards that were saved. CO2 emissions was 231,343 pounds prevented. And garbage truckloads were a total of 8 that were prevented. So, just so I can see, we got our certificate. So, pass that off to the village clerk. And right there. The other thing is, let me check real quick. I just want to make an announcement, and then the chief can probably pick it up. I just have it on here that the first annual Sauk Village Firefighters Association, their walk-a-thon, is on June 28th. So I didn't see it in your report, but I just want to make sure it did get mentioned. And again, this is a worthy thing if you want to get involved. It's only 4 miles. Get out there and walk, and again, help out the firefighters and the Firefighter Association. So that's June 28th of this year. So that's all I have. And then for the accounts payable, make sure that the board receives everything. All right. With that said, we move to village clerk. No, I'm sorry, we got bid openings.
Mr. Mayor, before you go there, you said accounts payable, or what about the collector's report?
Collector's report, that's what I said. Collector's report.
I just have a question, Mr. Mayor. Next time, can we get a copy before it's read? So we can go along with you when you're doing, I mean, I don't know when you compile the report, I'm sure you didn't do it just today. So, you know, when you get your copy, could you just give the board a copy at that same time? So we can have something going on, and, you know, we'll read it all. Thank you.
All right, bids openings. We received one from Independent Inspections Ltd. And it's not childproof, it's airproof. All right, building inspection services. Here. As well. There's certificate of liability of insurance. They have about their inspectors. And then they got their fee schedule. Sample reports. List their clients. I think we're just trying to back page. All right, fee schedule. So I read all these off, huh? New construction additions, we've got 18 cents per square foot. For all areas, it's $100. Got alterations, remodels, pools, $9 per $1,000 value of the project. That's $100. Accessory structures, decks, patios, sheds, detached garage, etc. It's 17 cents square foot for all areas, includes plans review, one inspection trip, $55. We got, re-roof resident, re-roof and driveways, $45. Early start for footing foundations, $100. Construction, new construction additions, accessory structures, $125. It's also 19 cents a square foot for all areas. Alterations, remodels, use change, re-roof. It says all buildings, all structures, $10 per $1,000 value, it's $120. Early start for footing foundations, $150. So this is new construction additions, up to 50,000 square foot, that's at 27 cents square foot for all areas, and $125. And it goes from 50 to 100,000, it's 25 cents a square foot for all areas, which is also $125. 100,000 to 250,000 square feet, it's 23 cents a square foot for all areas, $125. Greater than 250,000 square feet is at 20 cents a square foot for all areas, and $125. New construction, additions, accessory structures, 8 cents a square foot for all areas, at a rate of $55. Electrical new construction, we see 8 cents a square foot for all habitable areas, and $55. Plumbing, 9 cents a square foot for all habitable areas, $65. High back, 8 cents a square foot for all habitable areas, $55. Moving, raising, shorting, underpinning of structures or foundations is $100. Demolition is 10 cents a square foot. Of floor area, $125. Sign and related structures, 75 cents a square foot for all areas, $60. Fences, 8 cents lineal foot for all areas at $50. And that's all I see is one page. What we'll do is turn this over. Let's say it's turn this over to Sherry. She can review it, and then I'll have this on the agenda for next Tuesday night. For the review.
Mr. Mayor.
Is it the same one we have? Same company. Trustee?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, is that the same company that we have right now?
Same company.
Okay. No one else submitted a bid?
No.
Okay.
All right, so pass that out to Sherry.
And also, Mr. Mayor, am I correct that that money is paid to the person that's getting the inspection, correct? The village has to, does pay the cost of that?
No. I mean, we can talk about next Tuesday night, but there's a certain percentage that the village gets.
No, I'm talking about as far as pay for that service, as far as pay.
Yeah,
You don't have to pay, that's all.
this
that's
inspection agency does not cost the village a
Right.
dime.
I
It's
just
paid
wanted to
with
put
the
that-
permit fees. They are requiring a 1% increase over the next 7 years.
Just wanted to have that put on the record because to make sure that, you know, it's not costing anything that you just got to be talking about, it's not actually costing us, it's costing whoever they're inspecting at that time.
Right. Yeah, nothing changed. All right. So we'll move to village clerk. Starting with this one.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Those stickers are now on sale. Passenger stickers remain at $30. Trucks remain at $48. There's $120 senior discount per household, and your current village sticker expires on June 30th. You must purchase and display your new village sticker by midnight on June 30th, 2014. The sticker price will double, and you could receive a $100 ticket otherwise. Also, there's a reminder that's posted in both sides of the hallway, in the soft talk, and has been e-blasted on how the village meetings are conducted, on what meetings are board meetings, what meetings are committee meetings, and what type of public comment is allowed at that time. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to give me a call or email me at any time. And it's also on the soft talk, it's on the back table on the front page. So hopefully people will become more accustomed to that. So that's the way we're doing things. And also, again, I want to thank everybody who's been submitting articles and press releases and flyers, the department heads, the committees, outside organizations for the e-blast, and I just wanted to point out that I post them as I get them. A lot of times they come to me in a form that I'm not able to manipulate, so therefore I cannot alter the spelling or the way it's written. These are basically, the way that I receive them is the way that I'm asked to put them out on the e-blast. So I apologize in advance if you see any misspellings or anything is not appropriate that you feel should have been said differently, then I would suggest you contact the person who I would tell you who has submitted that e-blast. And also, the Consolidated Community School District 168 sent a public notice today that's also posted in the hallway that the location for the finance and regular school board meeting scheduled for Monday, May 19th will be at the Rickover Junior High Gymnasium at 22151 Torrance Avenue. The finance meeting will be at 5 p.m. The regular meeting will be held at 6. So that's the regular meeting that would have taken place at the Administration Center next Monday will be held at Rickover. And the reason for that is that it's due to a meet and greet held by the Board of Education for the community to meet the new superintendent, Dr. Donna Lee, between the hours of 3 and 9 p.m. So the school district would like everybody to come out and meet the new superintendent. And thank you very much. That's all I have.
Thank you to Village Attorney, Attorney McBride.
Thank you, Mayor. One thing to report, as you recall, a few months ago, the board approved the sale of a surplus property that being the residence at 2042 225th place. There was a contract for $12,000. We just completed the closing, and they have 3 checks in the amount of just under $10,000 presented to the mayor. They can give it to the finance director. The other $2,000, there was some closing costs, but the majority of it, the difference is the property taxes that accumulated on the property. While the village owned the property, we filed for tax exemption on that property, but Sherry can attest that it takes months and months for that to actually be go through the system of the county. So once it goes through, we'll do a certificate there, file the paperwork, and we'll get the taxes that were paid by the village back. So it'll be closer to 12,000. Probably not for about 6 months.
Always good news, get money. Village Engineer, Mr. Zernick.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All the paperwork has been submitted in support of the variable frequency drive grant application. VFDs have been installed, so hopefully the next thing that we will see is a check of $800 for that, and hopefully that'll be coming to you, Mohan, and possibly that. Also, an update on the water treatment plant project. The interior painting at treatment plant 2 in the iron filter building and the well house is nearing completion. The proposed water main has been installed from the iron filter building to the air stripper building. And the foundation for the air stripper building has been poured, and the electrician is working on the electrical and the conduit at the treatment plant 2 for the well house, the iron filter building, the air stripper building, the generator, and the street transfer. And then last but not least, the bid date for the road improvement project for this year has been set, and that will be July 8th. So looking for the road improvements to come in. So that concludes my report. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you very much. Move to reports of trustees and board committees. Parks and Recs Committee, Trustee Costi.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I want to remind everybody that our SOC program, which is the summer camp for the kids from 11 to 18, we're going to have signups on May 17th over at the Community Center from noon to 2. This is a really great program. It's going to hold about 100 to 120 kids. South Village kids have first preference, so we need to get the Village kids in. Otherwise, they're going to try to fill up the program. So let's get that word out there. It's been fires are in the back, fires are outside, fires are all over town. So hopefully that'll work out. We're also going to continue with basketball signups that day. That will be the late registrations. That will be the last chance for anybody to get into the basketball program. Next game day will be June 6th at 6 p.m. At the Community Center. Also now we are taking, I have a package if you want one for the fireworks and parade show, for the parade. So if you have a float or if you have a vehicle, or you know anybody who would be interested, contact me, let me know. I'm reaching out to a lot of people trying to get the parade, a lot lot bigger this year. So if anybody has floats, ideas of people who you think might want to be in the parade, let me know. That concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee. Beautification committee, trustee Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. The Beautification Committee is going to be having a cleanup on May 17th. We're going to meet here behind the Village Hall at 8 o'clock in the morning till 12 noon. Basically, what we're going to be doing is going to be going down the streets of Sauk Trail and possibly Torrance Avenue, picking up trash and any type of garbage. We're looking for volunteers to come out and help us. We're going to be focusing on the key signs in the municipality as well. Also, the second thing that we have is we have an annual community yard sale that is going to be held across the street from Do It Best. We're going to be having that event It's actually going to be on June 14th, again, across the street from Do It Best. It's going to be $15 for a 10 by 10 space. So come out, and all proceeds go to the beautification committee to help us plant flowers and help take care of the municipality. That's all I have. Thank you.
We go to ordinance review committee, trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just have one report on the ordinance review committee, and I received a letter I'd like to read to the audience and the mayor and board of trustees. First one is I will not have a meeting this coming Thursday. The meeting will be moved to next week, Thursday. Again, the meeting will be moved to next week, Thursday. I'll be out of town this week. The letter I received from residents to the Sauk Village Board of Trustees and the mayor. Members of the mayor and board of trustees, our family wish to express our gratitude to the Sauk Village maintenance workers who removed the 2 dead trees from the parkway from our home on Friday, April 11th. They worked quickly and honestly to remove these 2 trees in a safe manner. They cleaned up completely when they was done and were courteous throughout the procedure. They carefully moved my wife's wishing well so that it will not be damaged when they remove the tree. We are extremely thankful for workers like this for removing the tree branches because they constituted a danger to the family, visitors, and residents of the village of Sauk Village. Once again, thank you very much for your consideration. Public Works we have is outstanding people. Yours truly, McLean family, Clyde Avenue. Thank you. I'd like to give this to the Public Works Superintendent, post on the board, sir.
Definitely. Thank you. Anything else?
I have, sir.
All right. Move to Intergovernmental Relations Committee, trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just wanted to announce something that I found out is kind of important. I know that it may not affect everyone here, but you can get the word out. This is something that just happened. The Highway Construction Career Training Program. The Highway Construction Career Training Program has been implemented to increase the number of minorities, women, and disadvantaged individuals working on IDOT highway construction projects. The training consists of an intense 12-week program to learn the skills necessary for acceptance into the highway construction trades and gives the opportunity for a career with high wage potential. The orientation, the assessment training will be June 10th, 11th, and 12th at South Suburban College. It's a 12-week free program. The requirements are 18 years of age, driver's license, high school diploma, and an interest in working in the construction field. And the career opportunities that will be taught there will be cement masons, electricians, plumbers, pipe fitters, painters, laborers, and equipment operators. This is something that they're doing. This is something kind of new, but they're trying to have an inroad into some of the trades. And I guess they're using it because there's not a lot of women that are involved in this, and this is one of the ways that they can get them to get the training. It's on the website, but I do have copies, and also I would like to, I'm going to post this throughout the village, so people can get involved in it. It's gonna be crowded, so first come, first served, but it's a way to get into the trades, even if it's through the highway program. That's all I do have, Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Burton,
Yes.
you said it's on the website, you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's on the intergovernmental website, which is,
Can you pass it on to me so I can put it on the village website as well?
yeah, I mean, right, I mean, it'll, okay. There'll be a link to that, but yes, okay,
Yes, thank you.
no
I
problem.
already have that on the mayor's Facebook page also.
Oh, you already have that?
Yeah, it's now the social media.
Okay. All right, but yeah, this is something that's kind of important. It's, like I said, it's the first I've heard that they actually opening it up, trades up to the women like that. Usually you have to have to know somebody for them to open this up. And this is sponsored by State Senator Napoleon Harris. His office is sponsoring this. So this is something that, one of the things that I'm trying to talk to them, I'm also trying to get in touch with Robin Kelly to see if she can still have that seminar that I'm looking for. That concludes my report. Thank you.
All right. Neighborhood Watch Committee, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, I would just like to say that I am very, very excited about what's going on with the Neighborhood Watch program. We are very, very busy. The committee has been working very hard. We are in the final stages of our production with our video entitled Happy, and we're going to be going into our editing mode soon, and we'll have that video prepared to show and do a presentation. Also, I am very excited to announce that the Neighborhood Watch Committee have 10 new block club captains. We have 10 new captains throughout the village, and the captains are working very hard and collaborating with one another to make sure that we are on the same page with what we're telling residents about how to keep their homes safe. On this last week, we were able to secure 2 new banners, one for our campaign with no texting while driving, and one for our campaign with no bullying, and also 2 radios. So the Neighborhood Watch Committee has been busy, busy, busy. So you'll see us on your block in your neighborhood, knocking on doors, asking for block club captains, asking for volunteers, reminding citizens to turn their front and back porch lights on. I mean, we have a lot that we are trying to get done. We're also collaborating with Trustee Williams' organization, Community Outreach Partnership, with a citizens alert piece that we're putting out with just additional tips to inform residents on how to keep their homes safe and to keep their block safe. Also, the Neighborhood Watch is preparing for the 4th of July parade, so we're looking for volunteers to march in the parade with us. If you're interested, you can see me afterwards. And I think that concludes my report at this time. Thank you, Mayor.
The Trustee Public Relations, Community Outreach Partnership Committee, Trustee Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a reminder, we will not be having a committee meeting tomorrow. 2 of our board members will be out of town, so we will not have a committee meeting. Also, the Sock Talk is out for anybody who was wanting to look for it. It is full of information. I'd like to direct your attention to the public relations article. I know that we've discussed prior about someone you should know. We've already had 1 person that was elected for that. We would like to get more. The premise behind this is if you have anybody that lives in Talk Village that you think is definitely somebody that everybody should get to know, please contact myself or the village clerk so we can make sure that we do have that in the Sock Talk. This is something that we would like to do for every Sock Talk. We can't do it unless we have submissions, so if everybody could please work on that, that would be great. And just a reminder, I know that it's posted up in the departments, but the Battle of the Badges will be June 21st. It's a Saturday. And the police and fire department are all ready to go. And I know, special thanks if you could pass it on to Cody Rainmaker. We're kind of taking the reins on this and definitely kind of moving forward with it. So if you could pass it along to him, I really appreciate you. And it should be a good event. It was a great event last year. We're looking forward to it. And that concludes my report for public relations. Community outreach partnerships. We definitely have, we had our meeting before this meeting, and we have some exciting things happening that you guys are going to have to wait to see for a lot of it. But one of the things that we're talking about, that we focused on today, was National Nights Out, which will be Tuesday, August 5th this year. And we are working on some of the things that we would like to present then, and some of the things that we would like to do. Concessions were discussed, so we will be selling concessions to raise money for our committee. as well as a beanbag tournament. So please look out for sign-up sheets and things like that for the beanbag tournament. We'd like to get as many residents and employees and anybody else who would like to participate in that. Everything will be finalized and it will be definitely put out where everybody can get access to that. And if you have any questions about National Rights Out, please contact myself. I know that Chief Levis is working on it as well as the village clerk. So if you guys have any concerns or if you'd like to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form, just let us know. And that concludes the report.
What's the date on that?
Tuesday, August 5th.
Understood.
We're not having a meeting that night, right?
Right.
We won't have a meeting that night.
All right. Move to reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Fire Department 911 Commission, Chief Secretary.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. Over the past 3 weeks, the fire department responded to 34 calls. 3 assists to other agencies, 9 fire alarms, 5 medical assists, 5 car accidents, 1 hazmat spill, 1 gas leak, 1 brush fire, 1 fence was on fire, 1 stove fire, and 1 of the fires down and burning. And if you folks had looked out this past few nights, you've been seeing the equipment out on the streets. That's for your guys' welfare. Once I got alerted by ESTA, severe storms coming in, we put the equipment out on the streets. Don't be alarmed, we're out there to help you.
To Administrative Services Director, Ms. Jazinski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just got a few things. Letters went out to all the businesses about sealing and striping their parking lots and fixing the holes in them. And also, the litter was addressed. There's a lot of litter laying around the businesses, so those letters went out a few weeks ago. I'm working with Elizabeth Shine on a variance for advanced auto. They've applied for a pole variance for a sign. And we're just waiting to get the lease back, and Liz is looking over the public notice now to make sure all the PIN numbers and everything match out. Code enforcement wrote 80 tickets for the month of April, and Level Sports Bar will be open on Friday, May 16th, and that will conclude my report.
Thank you. Move to Finance Director, Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you, Mayor and the Board of Trustees. First of all, I apologize for informing you that there will not be any accounts payable for this period because this was due to the forthcoming payroll that had the appropriate and it involves considerable amount of money. Therefore, I decided not to pay any accounts payable for this period, but I forgot to communicate with the Mayor and Board of Trustees. I apologize for the same. The audit for 2012-13 will be finished. It will be in a finishing stage with the major partners of the audit firm. It should be completed within another 10 to 15 days, and the report will be ready and up on controller's report. That is my report. Thank you.
Move on. Move to Human Relations Commission, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to announce that the Sauk Village Human Relations Commission will be hosting our diversity workshop, the very first one that we've had. It's going to be on Friday, May the 23rd at 6:30 in the Senior Center in this building, from 6:30 to 9:30. We also have flyers in the back. We have flyers that's going to be in the neighborhood, in the different local stores, and we also have Commissioner Frank here and Commissioner Steve. If you have any questions about the diversity workshop, it's going to be very exciting. If you came to the diversity dinner that we had, it's going to be a spin-off of that. So we need everyone in the community, in the village, to help us to get the flyers out and to disseminate this information. We want to invite the mayor and all the trustees and elected officials and all of the residents to come out to the workshop. We have a lot of surprises for you, as long as the also speaker, Mr. Joseph Martin, who is the executive director of Diversity Inc. Again, we have these flyers, and they're gonna be in the back tonight, and we need you to help us get the word out, because it's coming up really, really soon on May the 23rd, that's Friday, from 6:30 to 9:30 right here in the Senior Center. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. To the Housing Commission, Commissioner Horton.
Yeah, I think you all minutes, I'd like to there's been question statements that have been made about the mayor and the board taking a long time to clean up the property at 222-408. People have to understand there's a legal process. Any municipality has to follow by county and state law. Without going into a long discussion, here's the simple way in which this property was handled. The property was abandoned October 2011. The property went into foreclosure December 2011. The property went into tax delinquent status April 2012. Now this is where the village comes into play. The village by law cannot touch this property one way or the other until the mortgage holder gives permission to enter the property or after it becomes eligible for sale under the county and state tax sales status is determined. It has to be on the tax sales delinquent status before it can be sold or ordered for destruction by Cook County vacant property tax bill ordinance for 2 years. Now we come to the reason the project was not cleared until May 7, 2012. In mid-April, the Mayor and Housing Commission were informed that the property could be entered and do as we see fit until the destruction process could be started. The Mayor instructed Kevin Weller, the Public Works Director, to arrange to clean up the property. The Housing Commission met with Kevin and arranged to put into motion to remove as much trash as possible from the property. On May 7th, 2 Public Works employees with the Village Bobcat met several volunteers at the property and proceeded to clean the outside of the property. The dumpster was also provided by the village, and after 3.5 hours, 9 tons of trash, bushes, and tree limbs were removed by a total of 8 people for under $500. People criticize the village for taking so long, but must understand, village followed the law to the letter, preventing the village from being sued for trespassing on private property. That concludes my report.
Thank you. I would like to thank everyone that came out and volunteered, and there was a lot of work that had to be done, and it's been an eyesore for quite a long time, so I appreciate everything that was done. Thank you very much, and I'm sure the neighbors around there appreciate all the work that was done also. So again, it's the wheels seem to move slowly sometimes, but all the work is done because of volunteers like Gary and everyone else, the eight people that showed up. So I've been talking to Kevin for a long time. As soon as we can move in there on that property, have that dumpster ready to go. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your help. Go to Senior Committee, Ms. Langston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Last Wednesday, I attended the 2nd Annual Illinois Senior Medical Patrol Volunteer Conference at Age Option in Oak Park at my expense. Subjects covered were efforts to combat fraud, culture, diversity training, navigating the Illinois SMP.org website. They are looking to volunteers to volunteer with the Illinois SMP program, to educate and empower others to protect themselves from fraud. You do need to call the Age Option at 800-699-9043. Background check is required, and you do all expenses is at your. There's no stipend at all. This Sunday, May 18th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at St. James Catholic Church is sponsoring a blood drive at Didier Hall. Boone Township has ended their community lunch program until fall. The annual senior picnic is scheduled for Thursday, August 7th. Tickets go on sale July 1st. Some other senior programs offered by the township includes basic line dance classes. They have 4-week sessions through July, chair exercise, free legal assistance, blood pressure screening, art smart driving courses, health insurance assistance, and low-cost transportation. You need to call Boone Township Senior Department, 708-754-9400, extensions 244 for additional information or services. Of course, you know, CETA, Senior Opportunities and Service Program, provided for Boone Township seniors age 60 and up. You call 312-254-6096, Denise Chaffee. She's the CETA Senior Advocate for Appointment. Salt Village Senior Committee provides free monthly blood pressure screening for all village resident and village employees on the first Monday from 1 to 2. Our honor system for the paperback book exchange continues. Our second monthly movie co-sponsor with Connie Library at the library. And on the second and fourth Friday, we have open senior social activities in the center. The village sponsors 3 organizations who are looking for members: Sunday Afternoon Fun Club, Monday Evening Sunshiners, and Wednesday Evening Leisure Timers. Other events held are the Wednesday Morning Ceramics and Sunday Evening South Village Bluegrass. The May 8th Senior Committee was canceled due to lack of quorum. The next meeting will be on Thursday, June 12th at 5 p.m. Thank you. This ends my report.
Thank you. Move to item number 6, consent agenda. Is there any trustees have anything they'd like to have removed from the consent agenda? Hearing none, I would ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
A motion and a second. Village clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Osgood.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Under new business, ask for a motion to table, and so we make sure we're all clear that our employees will be paid. There's a motion to table. Motion. Any questions or comments?
Question. You said table. If you're gonna pay bills, then what do you mean table?
There's no bills that are being paid
Right.
except for payroll.
Well, can we make a motion to pay payroll? I mean, that's part of accounts payable. I mean, that is part of accounts payable, so we're voting money out, you still have to make a motion to pay payroll, even though other things aren't being paid.
But the payroll is after, the payroll will be processed on 16, but it will be approved after it is paid normally.
No, what I'm saying, normally on accounts payable, you have, on the first page, you have payroll.
That is prior period.
Correct. So now that we have a chance to approve it before, why not approve it tonight for you to go ahead and pay payroll? And then everything else will quite naturally will be held until the next account payable.
Sure, that would be fine. Thank you.
Am I right, attorney?
Usually accounts payable, the payroll is usually approved on the next accounts payable. But you're saying now tonight you want to go ahead and
right. Instead of having it done after the fact, you have a chance to do that tonight, because the next time we'll do it will be the end of the month. It'll be two weeks from now. That'll be the next time that we'll have a chance.
I got no problem.
I'm asking the attorney, would that be the proper way? That's what I'm.
I should know how it's done here through the last couple of years, and
Yeah.
however it is, but there should be a motion to approve it, either before or after.
Correct. That's why I just wanted, since we have a chance to now, instead of waiting 2 weeks later, everything else you're not going to pay. I don't think we have to table it, you're just not paying. We're not paying, you don't have accounts payable. But if you table it, what do we table it? Because there's nothing, you don't have anything itemized. There's nothing to table, you're just not paying accounts payable. You don't have an accounts payable. So therefore, I was just asking, can we approve payable, that's all.
I guess my question would be, Do you have anything in front of you to approve?
He just got to say he's gonna do payroll.
Right, which is usually approved on the next council payable.
Okay, but that would still be, okay, Mr. Mayor, I'm just saying that would be 2 weeks from now. Right now, we have a chance, I'm sure you know what the numbers are, you know, because payroll is going out by Friday. So I'm sure you get the numbers.
I'm just.
I don't have the numbers right now.
That was just a question, I'm just asking. Because I mean, you have a chance to do it, and that's all I was just asking, can we just pay payroll? Because we've done it before, we didn't know the numbers, we just paid everything or we paid payroll and nothing else, and I'm just asking that we just pay payroll. And then you have the okay to do that, that's all that's what I was just asking.
I mean, whatever the board said, that again, payroll is always approved after the fact. You have payroll, which is part of your budget, so the board has already approved to make payroll weekly, so. I mean, it's up to the board.
Mr. Mayor, so your motion stands that we are to table this item?
Well, we have an item to be voted on tonight, a motion to approve accounts payable. There is no accounts payable.
Right.
So I was tabling this line item, asking for a motion to table it. Does anyone else want to, does anyone want to move their motion seconds? All right, hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
No.
Horn.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Pike. Oscar.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, move to miscellaneous comments from the Mayor and Board of Trustees. So Trustee Williams.
Nothing.
Trustee Myers.
Nothing, sir.
Trustee Morton. Trustee Pasca.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to announce that we're going to have another fireworks fundraiser on May 23rd. I'll be looking for volunteers from 7 to 10 in the morning over at South Trail and Torrance Avenue, and then again from 4 to 6:30. So if anybody would be willing to volunteer to help me do a collection for the fireworks, please see. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, I have a comment, a question, a concern about the salt talk. I noticed that in the salt talk, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 flyers about a particular committee that clean up in the village, and 2, 4 flyers about an event that's gonna happen in the village. Yes, it is. And I would like to have my flyers for no texting while driving and no bullying submitted in the next talk, please. I know that needs still to have the full flyer put in like these. So I probably don't know all the process, but I would like that.
If you have it in an electronic form, just submit it.
To how we usually do.
Yes, the exact same way.
Okay, thank you. And number 2, I would like to announce that the workshop for the Diversity Human Relations Commission is absolutely free. There is no charge, and we are really asking you to get with the commissioners and to help them get the word out about this workshop because it's going to be dynamite and we need your support. And finally, we are trying to conclude our block club captains. I know that some people on your block, you may consider yourself to be the one that's watching the block. If you are, we really need to know what the neighborhood watch because we are developing a grid for the village to present to the mayor and to the board to let you know exactly where the block club captains are and where the signs are in the village. So if you're the block club captain on your block and you're the person that do the looking out, we need to know to put on our grid to do our final presentation to the mayor and the board. And that concludes my comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Burgess.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, just one thing, how are we doing with the, talking to, Steve Duckett?
We follow back up on that one.
Pardon?
Let me see if I can get at the next committee meeting.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's see, is that it?
Yes.
All right. Just have a few more things I just want to say. Last week there was a question about stump removal. I did talk to Kevin. The village does not have a stump remover. So what they're going to be doing is going through making all the, cutting down all the trees that they plan on cutting down and probably be either closer to the end of the year or he hasn't really given a time frame. but they are going to have to rent a stump remover. So to be able to get that and then do all the stumps at once, so it saves the village money. So that is in the plans to get that stump remover. Again, we'll have to rent it. I received a paper before, and I forgot to bring it in. I grabbed my stuff, but Cook County is having shots for animals. We'll have to make sure we get that information for rabies and, Gary, do you have that on you? Oh, here. We've got it right here. Thank you very much. On May 12th, immediate release, save money, low-cost rabies vaccines and microchips. Cook County Department of Animal and Rabies Control kicks off the annual rabies vaccine and microchip mobile clinic summer schedule. We'll make sure we get this out for an e-alert, which I get out there on the Facebooks, but it's pretty reasonable. The mobile clinic for Cook County residents only. Pet owners must have a valid driver's license or state ID. Low-cost fees for dogs, cats, and ferrets. $7 for a 1-year rabies vaccine, or $21 for a 3-year vaccine, and a $10 for a microchip identification. So I did have this on me. I didn't bring it with me, so thank you very much. They said they're on the back table too, so if you know anyone, we'll make sure we get that information out. The other thing too is, and Trustee Burgess refreshed my memory. I don't think we'll talk about this tonight. I just want to get this out. Robin Kelly is having her All About Pink Breast Cancer Foundation. They are having what they call Pink Heals for 2014. Foundation will provide free mammograms to uninsured women. And they already had one on May the 10th. The next one is on May the 17th. And that's going to be at Mercy Hospital and Medical Center. It's at 2525 South Michigan Avenue. It's on the 12th floor. So we'll make sure they get that out. Again, all this stuff's on the mayor's Facebook page, so we'll make sure you know about it. The other thing is Congresswoman Kelly is also hosting a youth summit and job expo on Saturday, May 31st. This is pretty interesting. It's from 11 to 1. It's at Gwendolyn Brooks College up at 250 East 111th Street, Chicago, Illinois. The summit offers participants between ages of 15 and 21 opportunities for summer jobs, internships, career, and access to companies. So make sure you get that out. Make sure the residents know about that. So we'll get that out on the e-alerts also, and get it out on the village's Facebook page also. So and then probably see if we get it on the website also. So all right. With that said, as for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.
Happy belated birthday.